A welterweight bout here. Max Griffin coming in at plus 220 against Michael Morales, who's minus 220. Over under 2.5 rounds, minus 147 for the over, plus 147 for the under. The undefeated Michael Morales, 14-0, coming in against Max Griffin, who could easily be on quite the win streak for himself. I mean, the only loss within the past 5 fights was to Neil Magny, and it was a split decision loss. Otherwise, he'd be on a 5-fight win streak, coming off the win to Tim Means, which was also a split decision back in October. And I'm looking at this one. Like, he's a veteran, 37 years old, against a guy who's 24 years old, and he looks like a killer. Michael Morales does. Looks like he's got a lot of tools, but something tells me it could be a letdown spot. But either way, I think he's the better fighter at this stages in their career, and I think he's got a much higher ceiling, obviously. And I have a tough time picking against him, but Max Griffin has a way to like make the fight close. You know, I mean, he's in these close fights, a lot of cage control. He's got some pretty good movement from the outside. He's going to be in and out, so he could make this fight closer than the odds would entail. But I don't think I could pick against Michael Morales in this spot. What do you think?
Yeah, no, it's hard to pick against Morales. Up and comer, power in his hands, two fight knockout win streak. And then you look at Griffin, man, against Magny, he lost the fight by split decision, but early in that fight, he dropped him pretty bad. He almost had him out of there. It was a good shot. And Griffin's just one of these guys. You were talking about how he'll kind of grind. He'll try to get you up against the cage. He'll control you a little bit. He fights good. At distance too, coming in and out. He's just a guy that's always in your face, showing you different looks. But as the fights go on, he does slow down a tad. And we've yet to really see Michael Morales at that stage of a fight, going into the second and third round. Against Adam Fugit, I guess he did, but he ended up getting the knockout. But against like a guy like Griffin, who's going to put some volume on you, in the clinch, he's pretty damn good. I think he's got to go to the clinch and try to wear out Michael Morales a little bit, because if you look at Morales too, the guy is strong. I mean, the dude's built. He's athletic. He's definitely a lot younger. The one thing that worries me about Griffin is just rushing in. For some reason, I've got the image in my mind of Brian Battle and what's his name's last fight, where he rushed in and just got clipped right off the bat. Because he kind of has that style where he's bobbing and weaving, trying to get close to you, and sometimes he'll throw these wilder combinations. And a guy with power like Morales can touch the chin one time and put you out. So, again, I look at Griffin's record. He loses to Neil Magny, but has some good moments and knocks him down. And then split decision win to Tim Means. Like, do you go with the 24-year-old who's kind of on a tear right now, getting all these knockouts and has some hype behind him? Or do you go to the guy who just went to split decision with Tim Means? So it's kind of tough for me, but I got to lean Michael Morales until I see something different. Like, he's looked solid so far. So I don't think I'm going to jump off the train just yet.
The one complaint I would have with Michael Morales is he's very content to like just take like kicks or take punches. Like he doesn't really seem fazed by anything. But if it goes the distance and he's just content to like take some shots and not really move his way out of the way or roll with them or anything, like I'm not gonna like that at all. Holding that a minus 220 ticket on him going to a decision where he doesn't really care if he gets hit. I don't like it. So I'll go with him. But I think still some maturities to be had for the future for him. Only 24 years old, just turned 24 3 days ago. So freshly 24. I'll go with him though.